What's up, guys? I'm back again with another commentary over my workout that I did on Monday. And if you're curious as to the warm up I did, just go watch my previous video. It was very similar to that. So the first movement was deadlifts, and I did 6 sets of 5, although I ended up doing 6 reps for most of them. And the reason I'm doing a lower reps, higher set scheme is because I've found with deadlifts at least I need to be able to put more weight on there in order to get the enough tension coming throughout my body to do the form correctly. But the key things with this form are, namely in the spine, I want to keep a good neutral spine. Now, normally I would use the stick, like I did in the previous video with corrective push-ups, but I didn't have anyone with me, and it's a little bit hard to do that by myself. So I just had to make do. So as you see, I kind of hyperextend my neck a little bit at some points, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. But yep, just keep a good neutral spine, a little bit of a lumbar curve, and making sure that I'm extending at the thoracic spine. And at the beginning of each rep, what I'm doing is I'm turning my elbows in towards my body and tightening my lats. So I'm sort of pulling the bar into my legs to tighten my lats before each movement. And just like in the last video or workout, I'm really focusing on drawing my belly button in to activate the deep abdominal wall. Deadlift is a great exercise for just all around strength in general, but especially when you're training your posture, because that's all the muscles are being engaged. And at the end of each rep, I focus on squeezing my glutes. That's another thing. So basically, before the start of each movement, I want to make sure the entire back of my body is turned on. So all the way from my thoracic spine, low back, glutes, hamstrings, I want it all turned on so that I get a full extensor effect in my body. And I did notice that I had a little bit of tightness in my right trap, which just means that I need to stretch more because I was kind of shrugging up a little bit. But after that, I moved on to just some corrective bent over rows. Went real light, 3 sets of 12, I believe. Just pick it up like a normal deadlift and then bend the knees 20 degrees and then lower yourself over until the bar's just past your knees, keeping that chin tucked, and beginning each movement by retracting the scapula, and then at the end of each movement actually letting the shoulders sort of hang so you get a full stretch and contraction. Bringing it right about to my sternum, so where the rib cage sort of splits into a, where the rib cage splits. Really trying to keep a neutral spine, so I don't want that lower back to round, and by keeping my belly button drawn in, I make that a little bit easier to do. The third exercise was a supine hip extension on a Swiss ball. Now I found this to be a really good exercise for integrating the quads, glutes and hamstrings just like you would in a squat. So if you wanted to use this, you would do it maybe before your squat. That way you're turning on the quads, hamstrings and glutes all at the same time. Now the key with this is you want to keep your shins vertical, as you can see in that mirror there. That's what the mirror's for, to cue that. And then as you come down, and before I come up on each movement, I'm tucking my belly button in and sort of tucking my butt under me, just in order to engage the upper hamstrings, glute, tie in a bit more. Come up the top, hold it for 5 seconds, and I did 3 sets of 10 to 12, I believe. Right here you can just see I'm trying to make sure the glutes activated evenly, just like in the previous video. And same thing, you want to make sure your hips are level with the horizon so you can look up and check. Another key thing is to make sure your hands are facing upwards during the movement. So yeah, give that a try maybe before your squats to help engage the muscles better. And to finish, I did a lower abdominal coordination exercise, really beginner phase. And for this exercise, I did 3 sets of 10 to 12 with each leg. So what I do is I keep one hand under my low back, and then I apply pressure on my hand by drawing the belly button in and tucking the butt under, and then lowering it enables me to sort of teach the nervous system to use the lower abdominals. And I have my hand on my stomach to make sure that I'm not engaging the upper abdominals, because we want to strictly engage the lower abdominals just to wake them up a bit. And again, yep, that's the workout. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're enjoying these workouts. I think they're very useful, especially for beginners, because you want to train properly from the get-go. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Subscriber count's getting up pretty quick. I hit 2,000 the other day. And you can always find me on Instagram at BenPlaneFitness, and I'll see you next video.